The house had been abandoned for years. No one in the small town dared to go near it, not after what happened to the Caldwell family. But when Alex, a struggling writer, found it listed for rent at an unbelievably low price, he couldn't resist. He needed a quiet place to work, and this eerie old Victorian home seemed perfect. The first few nights were uneventful, save for the occasional creak of the aging wooden floors. But on the fourth night, Alex awoke to a faint whisper. At first, he thought it was the wind slipping through the cracked window panes. But then he heard it again, clear, deliberate, and just beyond the walls. "Help me!" His heart pounded. He sat up in bed, straining to hear. The voice was soft, almost pleading, and it sent chills through his spine. He convinced himself it was a dream and forced himself back to sleep. But the whispers didn't stop. Each night, they grew louder, more insistent. Sometimes they called his name. "Alex, please, let me out." By the seventh night, he could no longer ignore them. Armed with a flashlight, he followed the sound down the narrow hallway until he stood before a wall in the master bedroom. The whispering was now frantic. Trembling, Alex ran his fingers over the old wallpaper. A section of it felt loose. His breath hitched as he peeled it away, revealing an old wooden panel beneath. With a deep breath, he dug his nails into the wood and pulled. The panel came free with a sickening crack, and behind it was a small, bricked-up space. As the dust settled, Alex's flashlight beam revealed something that made his blood freeze: a skeletal hand. Then the whispers turned into screams. The house shook violently as if it were breathing, and Alex stumbled backward, his flashlight flickering. The walls seemed to pulse, the wood groaning under an unseen force. And then, with a horrific shudder, the bricks in the hidden chamber crumbled away, revealing a shriveled, contorted corpse, its hollow eye socket staring directly at him. "You let me out. Now it's your turn." The last thing Alex felt was an unseen force dragging him into the darkness, the walls sealing shut behind him. The house stood silent once more, waiting for the next visitor.